Hi, everyone. Judge Andrew Napolitano here for Judging Freedom. Today is Wednesday, May 25th, 2022. It's about 5 after 5 in the afternoon. I've been spending the afternoon commenting on Newsmax, commenting on Judging Freedom, and listening to the press conferences and gathering as much information as I can about this awful tragedy in Uvalde, Texas. I'm doing this because I need to be prepared to defend your right to keep and bear arms, because the Democrats and even some Republicans will be coming for it. And they will use these awful tragedies somehow to diminish your natural constitutional rights. You've heard me say this before. The Supreme Court has defined the Second Amendment as a fundamental personal human right. The right to keep and use and carry the same type of weaponry that bad guys like this monster in Buffalo 2 weeks ago and the monster yesterday in Uvalde, Texas use, and also the same type of weapons that the government uses. The government can own it, you can own it. But in watching all these press conferences today, I mean, you can't make this up. The governor of Texas, who was himself paralyzed from the waist down from an accident when he was 19 years old, is seated at a table with local, state, and federal law enforcement, and he is giving a press conference in order to advise the locals and the news media of what the government knows, what happened, who this monster was, how he got in the school, how he killed people, how many people died, the type of information that everybody wants to know. In the midst of the press conference, a guy named Robert Francis O'Rourke, better known as Beto O'Rourke. All right, that's his nickname. So be it. He can use the nickname. I wanted to get his real name in. Who is the Democratic nominee for governor of Texas to oppose Governor Greg Abbott, who is conducting the press conference, who's running for re-election against Beto O'Rourke. Beto interrupts the press conference. Watch and listen.
Sir, you are out of line. Please leave this auditorium. I can't believe you're a sick son of a bitch that would come to a deal like this to make a political issue.
So what Beto was attempting to say to Governor Abbott, who you really couldn't see in that picture, was that it's his fault. It's the governor's fault that these things happen because he hasn't outlawed guns or made guns more difficult to purchase and acquire. That, of course, is insane. That, of course, assumes that a person willing to slaughter 19 babies will somehow obey gun laws. The only laws these people obey are the laws of violence, which is the law that stopped him. He was stopped by superior firepower, which is why an armed citizenry will keep us safe. The police can't get there until after it's too late. As for the person who was shouting at him that called him an SOB, that was the mayor of Uvalde, Texas. He probably used a phrase without any insult to Mrs. O'Rourke, Beto's mother, that most Texans would agree on. I would think that Beto destroyed his chances to win election as governor by that interruption. But who knows? The lefties, they love this stuff. And everybody uses these crises for political purposes, but not Governor Abbott. Governor Abbott was sticking to first principles, which are that in Texas, you have the right to sign up for concealed carry, and you have the absolute right, you don't even have to sign up for it, for open carry. But in schools, you can't. If they had allowed concealed carry or open carry in schools, one of two things would have happened. Either this creep wouldn't have gone there because it wouldn't be a gun-free zone. It wouldn't be like shooting fish in a barrel. Or if he had, somebody who works there would have stopped him before he had completed his awful task. Judge Napolitano for Judging Freedom.